Hello. So my name is Jamie. For those who don't know, today we're gonna make sofrito. I usually get these stoplight peppers because it brings the red, the yellow, and the green. They call it stoplight peppers for obvious reasons because they're the same colors as when you're pulled over on a stoplight. Okay, so we're gonna use that. I got those at Amazon, by the way. Cilantro, lots of cilantro. Some yellow onions, or people call them Spanish onions. Not the white ones or the purple. It has to be the yellow. We're gonna use a ton of garlic. I buy the already peeled garlic because I feel like they cost exactly the same as the non-peeled garlic. And why go through all that trouble? Also, make sure you have your cutting board, your knife, your garbage bowl, and 2 bowls to put the chopped up peppers and onions. Oh, and your blender. We'll be right back after I chop all this up. Okay, so the easiest way to cut the peppers is to chop off the top part first, put it sideways, and just chop downwards like this. That gets rid of all the seeds. You don't want the seed part. You just want the sides and the top. And if the top has this, then you just chop the sides of the top and you're good. Do that to all your peppers. Then you put them in your bowl. You rinse them and then you blend them. Okay, so I've already chopped up all the peppers. They're in a bowl in the sink being rinsed. Now I'm going to teach you how to cut the onion without crying. So you chop up the ends. And if you want to avoid tears, you do 1 cut or 2. The more you cut the onions, the more you run the risk of tears. So I cut them in half and then in quarters. And this is all going to the blender, so it doesn't really matter how big or small they are because they're going to get chopped up, in the blender anyways. So see, I did them in quarters and then I put them in my other bowl where the garlic and the cilantro will go. I rinsed that out too. We'll be back. Okay, so I chopped up all the onions. And here's what, where the garbage bowl comes in handy. I learned this from HRA. So all of this stuff is gonna get put in the same bowl. Both packs of garlic, because the more garlic you put, the more flavor it'll have. There's never too much garlic. No matter what people tell you. The more garlic, the better. Especially in sofrito. It just gives it that aroma. Okay, as far as the cilantro, you're gonna leave all of it just like that. This doesn't come with a rubber band or anything because I think it's pre-washed. Yeah, but I'm still gonna rinse it. So I just put them all in cilantro in here. And I'm gonna rinse the cilantro with the garlic and the onions. And I already rinsed out the peppers. Again, I got all this stuff at Amazon. You can also get it at the farmer's market. If it's too expensive at your local market, just go to the farmer's market. It's mad cheap. If not, Amazon. But yeah, I'm gonna rinse these out. I already rinsed out the peppers. I'm gonna start blending. Once it's blended, I'm gonna put it in here. I don't know if you guys know, but us Hispanics love to recycle. So this is from my mom's coffee. It's like, it says 2.5 pounds. Yeah, 2.5 pounds, but I think it's gonna be way more heavier than 2.5 pounds because powder versus liquid, it's not the same in weight. So yeah, we'll be back. Okay, so now I'm gonna start the blending process. I've already rinsed out my peppers, my garlic, and my onions. What you want to do is put a few peppers, doesn't matter how, in what order, because it's all going to the same place. You put a few onion pieces, some garlic, and the whole bunch of cilantro. If you don't add a little bit of water to this, it won't blend well. So I'm gonna add a little bit of cold water. I like using cold water instead of warm or hot water because this is going to the fridge. Sofrito's kept in the fridge. So a little bit of water just to you know, for it to be able to actually blend. You put the lid on. Then you blend. Once you see that it's blended, just keep adding, you know, peppers, more onions, garlic, cilantro.
And with this I was able to see a large black shadow. It was too big to be in person.
Okay, once it gets to this, just keep adding more. You don't want a watery sofrito, you want a thick consistency. So that's why just a little bit of water is fine, because the bell peppers are really, really watery. They have lots and lots of water. So you just put onions, garlic, cilantro again. And just repeat this process until everything you have is gone. So, yep, just keep on blending. Okay. And to check if it's good, just grab a spoon and check. If it looks like salsa, it's done. Not chunky salsa, but regular salsa. But once it's done, you pour it into whatever container you're planning on putting it into. Just put it all in there. I always like to leave a little bit at the bottom, just so I don't have to keep adding water. That way I just keep adding bell peppers and onions and, you know, cilantro and stuff. But yeah, super easy. This is pretty much a base for anything, you know, Hispanic food, I guess you could say, that has any type of sauce. If it's sauce, it's gonna need this. If it's Puerto Rican rice, Cuban rice, Dominican rice, any kind of Hispanic rice, it's gonna need this. So yeah, just keep doing that. Fill up your container with sofrito, and this keeps up to, I believe it's 4 to 6 months in the back part of the fridge, or you can freeze it for pretty much forever. So yeah. Okay, so as you can see, I filled up this whole coffee container. I believe this is at least 5 or 6 pounds, even though it says 2 pounds or 2.5 pounds. That's just coffee grounds, not, you know, sofrito. But yeah, this thing is kind of heavy, so be very careful putting it back in the fridge. But yeah, like I said, this 4 to 6 months in the fridge, or pretty much forever in the freezer. So yeah, you'll always have sofrito. Okay, I wanted to thank you all for watching my video. I'm gonna keep my videos short, sweet, and to the point, because, you know, I hate going on YouTube and looking for something and then they take forever and they drag for no reason. Okay, my next video I think is gonna be about Puerto Rican rice, and I know you guys have been asking, so yes, my next video is gonna be Puerto Rican rice. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Foods Before Dudes. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, thank you.